Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be closing out my October budget with my week 4 results as well as the summary of how October went. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, I have 4 categories here that I'm going to be tracking for this week. So I have beauty, clothes, spending, and as always, unbudgeted. So, oops, let's open this up and see how I did. So the first item that I'm tracking is Publix, which is groceries. And this is a joint budget item. And this was on the 25th. So as you can see here, the very last item on our transaction log is already recorded here. And as you can see, we went around $20 over budget for groceries, which actually isn't terrible for us. So although it is over budget, I'm still considering it a win since it was only $20, which basically is $10 each. So again, still over budget, but not too terrible. So next up is spending, and I have Whiskey Joe's for $30. I'm just gonna add this as I go, which is a restaurant. And then I'm gonna put this parking, which is $3.14, or I could totally done that in my head. So a total of $33.14 for spending. So spending gets $33.14, and then I had $16.40 left over. So that means I'm over budget by $16.74, which isn't terrible, but again, it's still over budget, unfortunately, but not too terrible. Okay, so that's spending. So that takes care of these. Up next is beauty, which was $199. And that's all I spent for beauty this month. So beauty, did I have it up here? Yeah, right here. $66.35 minus $199. So I have $64.36 remaining. Yeah, because that's all I spent for beauty. Up next is household, $11.73. And again, household is a joint budget. And you can see I ran out of room on our transaction log, so I just put it right here. So this was the total. So for our household category, we're over again, unfortunately. Again, around $25, and that's only around $12.50 each. So again, not terrible, but we're definitely going to work on it next month to not be over budget at all. So that was already recorded in the transaction log. So finally, the last transaction I have is for clothes, which was $19.99. And then I had $220. So that leaves, I have $200.01 left over in clothes. So I'm doing pretty good. I've been saving up for like Black Friday savings and Cyber Monday as well for a lot of the shops I shop at. So this week has been filled, and then let me fill in the last category here, which is unbudgeted. So I had 0 unbudgeted this week, but because I had some last week, I'm going to carry that down. Awesome. So week 4 check-in is done. As you can see, not too terrible. Not great, but again, not terrible. So let's see overall how we did in October. So I'm going to go back here. So all my bills have been paid. I did not spend anything in Uber, which I think is the first time in a month, like ever, that I haven't Ubered at all. And I'm very proud of myself. Even on Halloween night, I left the party early enough so that I could take public transportation so it wasn't too late instead of paying for an Uber, which I'm very proud of myself for. So let's see how we did in our expenses here. So I actually, oh, this is easy to add up. I only spent $61.33. So that means I was under by, let's see, 40 by $70. And that should add up. 70 plus 61.33 is perfect. So that's how I can make up, because I was under budget by $70 in my expenses. That's how I can make up the over budget in our joint categories. So that's really good. I'm so proud of myself for that. So as you can see here, I already filled out some of my other sinking funds that I knew I wasn't going to be spending for the month. So I filled those in, and let's go ahead and fill in everything else. So beauty, I remember I only spent $199. Clothes, I only spent $19.99. Crafting, I'm gonna have to check back here, and I think I only spent $27.70. Gifts, I didn't purchase anything. Medical, didn't do anything. Spending, I went over by $16.74, so I spent $66.74. Okay, so let's go through the end column here. So I should have 100 saved up for my IKEA Alex drawer, 200 for a new suitcase, which I will be purchasing in the month of November. Beauty, $64.36. Clothes, $201. Colton, I have $65.79. I don't think I spent anything on him. No, I didn't. Okay. Costco, I know we didn't purchase yet. That is a goal of ours for November. Crafting, I think that's $230. Yeah. Cruise is still exactly the same. I'm put this fund on hold a little bit because we're still unsure if the cruise is happening. So I want to keep the money there just in case, but I'm not really going to add to it until I know it's happening. Donations, 46, 26, 250. Gifts is 30, 41. Medical, 80, 87. 90. This one I went over. Spending, I went over by $16.74. And then for sinking funds, when I go over, I just nix it for the following month. So next month I'll start with 0 if I went over in anything. So technology is 175. And then finally, my UGG slippers, which is a treat to myself on Black Friday. I'm going to purchase some slippers for the apartment since our floors are all concrete. We live in a pretty modern building and everything's concrete and it's freezing. So I want to get some slippers to wear around because I don't really want to wear shoes around the house. So, sorry. Okay. So I'm going to add up these and hopefully everything adds up. So 199, 1999, 27, 66. So overall, I only spent $156.42, which isn't terrible. So let's see here. So this is 364.36 plus 200 plus 30. 283. Oops. So last month when I did this, it didn't add up correctly, but I was able to find it afterwards. But I'm hoping this adds up correctly. Okay, so I have to subtract 1674. Okay. Oops. So this is $1,678.65. Okay, so my totals, 1340.57 plus 494.50 minus 156.42 should equal 16. I did it. Yes. Okay. So this is all tallied up, which was a good month. So overall, I spent less than I added, so that's why my totals increased. Debt, I did not put anything additional towards debt this month. Oops, I always do that. My actual was 100. So my balance, let's see, is 3139. Oh, 93, excuse me. And then the cruise, I didn't put any additional left, so plus or minus 0. So the cruise, where is it? It's still at 283.52, and that's okay. So what I did with my extras from this and from whatever joint we have, I actually put it towards gifts because Christmas time and the holiday season is coming up, and I want to make sure that I don't, go into any more debt for that. So that's why I'm trying to put everything on hold so I can fund some gifts for other people, and then I'll start working towards the debt again, which, and I know Dave Ramsey doesn't exactly approve of that, but it's important to me, and I'm okay with being Dave-ish, is what he calls it for now. So, actually, I'm gonna leave the, actually, no, I don't need this. Okay, so date night, let's see, I know we went over in date night, we always do. We went 29.86 over. Actually, this is my half of date night. So we started with 70 and we went 29.86. So we actually spent 99.86 for date night. Yeah. And I'm going to divide that by 2 so I can put just my half of it. So that's 49.93. And then my half went over by 14.93. Groceries, we also went over groceries right here. So we budgeted $350. We went over by $18.67. And then my half of that spending is $184.34. And then over that overage minus 175 is $9.34, which again, that's not terrible. And as you can see, I was under budget by $70 in my expenses, so this is covered so far. So 49 plus 93, 49.93 plus 184.34. So I spent $234.27. And then in total, I went over by $24.27. Yeah. Okay, so not terrible. So again, I'm still covered, which is good. So let's go with our sinking funds. So we took out 0, so we ended with 80. Household, we did go over. So we took out, let's see, oh, actually, because we had some to start with. So 28.22 plus 300. Oh, that was an easy math. Okay, so plus 24.98. So we ended up spending $353.20. That means we went over by $24.98. And then travel, we didn't spend anything, so we have 100. So 353.20. I don't know why this isn't added up yet. Okay, so this should all, so 80 minus 24.98 plus 100, 155.02. So 98.22 plus 410 minus 353.20, 155.02. Awesome. So overall, let's see how I was for the month with my extras, which I know I already had because I calculated that out already. So again, I was under by 70 and then over by, so minus 24.27 and then over by, oh, that's total. So I have to do half of this. So over by 24.98 divided by 2. So I have $33.24 left over. In addition to my savings, so plus 285, which was technically, I guess, unbudgeted if you say. So I have $36.09 left over, and that's what I'm gonna put towards my gifts. And I didn't want to do it in here because that would mess up the remaining math. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I went over in spending. So minus 1674. Okay, 1935. Final answer. So that's what I'm gonna put towards gifts for next month, and then I'll build that until December once the holidays are over, and then whatever money I have left over in gifts, I'll put that towards my debt payment and then start fresh in January. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you did in your October budget down below, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.